English speaking ability for Latino and Asian populations. And if you'd like to look further into the state populations, you can do that using the state data sets that Bill mentioned that we have available. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and actually go back to DataCounts, which is again located at ssdan.net/datacounts. And we'll go to the tab marked data, and then to the browse function. And that's where we'll find first the ACS 2005 I group in the drop-down menu. And then from there, we'll find the engim05.dat file under there, and we'll go ahead and open that. I should mention that we do kind of have some cryptically named both files and variables. I think we went through and mentioned the glossaries that we have available on our DataCount site. Many of those are explained in those glossary pages. But you can probably pick up that ENG has to do with English speaking ability, and IM05 has to do with immigration and year 2005. So why don't we go ahead and I'll switch back out to Internet Explorer. So we're at the SSDAN homepage, and I'll go ahead and go to DataCounts at this point. And all of the data sets are located under our Data tab. From here, we want to go ahead and click on the Browse. It sounds like someone might be having problems with the with that file transfer page. Is anyone else experiencing trouble where it's reopening over and over and over on their screen? Okay, what I can do is see about possibly stopping that. I'm gonna go right back out for just a moment. I apologize for this. Okay, I think that should be closed now. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and just close that file transfer page, but if it continues to cause you any trouble. So returning to the DataCounts window, the DataCounts site, we want to browse, and that's where we are. And we're looking for data sets under the ACS 2005I. The I stands again for immigration. We have a few different immigration data sets that were prepared for us. And since we're looking at English speaking ability and immigration, this is the data set that we'd like to open up. So go ahead and click that. We want WebCHIP 3.0, the newest version. There are, if you have problems opening this, you can open up that that old version of WebCHIP. We have newer versions of WebCHIP, but we found that there are some older computers out there. Many of you may belong to institutions where the IT department does not update their Java libraries very frequently. So we have older versions available in case you'd like to open up any of those, if your Java libraries are not the most up to date. So from here, what we can do is go ahead and, well, first let's do the marginals to look at the distributions that we have. You see that we have English speaking ability down toward the bottom is one of our variables. What we'll want to do now is create a crosstab. Now, for those of you who've been able to open up the Word document file, you may see that we actually rotated the tables. As Bill mentioned, many people like to put the independent variables on different axes. So I believe this time we actually have immigration as the row variable and English speaking ability as the column. So what we can do is again do a frequency. I seem to have broken this. One moment. I'm going to go back through, and I apologize. I'm going to run through this a little bit quickly. Ran into a little problem there with my system. Sorry about this. I'm just going to catch right back up to where I just was. All right, we're going to try something different then. Okay, we're going to give this one last try. If any of you are experiencing that problem, please let us know. It's something that's just been popping up with our software, and we're not entirely sure what happened with it, but we'd like to solve that problem. So if you do run into that, please let us know. All right, and this is the table that we were trying to make. First is the frequency table, but now we'll actually want to percentage across instead of percentaging down like we did before. So this is really the table that helps to, or the table that fills in that first exercise. This is where you can see that much of what Bill was talking about applies also to English speaking ability. I'll go ahead and create a stacked bar from this as well. And Bill, if you have anything you'd like to say about this, you can feel free. Your mic is also open.
Yeah, I did want to say, first of all, the variable on English language, English only indicates people who only speak English at home. The other categories indicate that level of English proficiency of people who speak another language at home. So people who say very well are people who might speak Spanish or some Asian language at home, but also speak English very well. And then that gradation goes down from very well, well, not well, and not at all. The very first category are people who speak English at home. The other thing I wanted to mention is if you do percentage, across or percentage down, and you do the stacked bar charts, the stacked bar is smart enough to know which way you're percentaging the table. So, in this case, we saw the stacked bar correctly making the bars equivalent to the different immigration categories, and the values on the bars are related to the English language proficiency.
And here's just an example of percentaging it the wrong way and then creating a stacked bar the incorrect way, just to help illustrate that point. All right. For those of you who are still following and would like to do exercise 2, it further asks again if race makes a difference. So what we can do is add the control now for race. Go ahead, percentage across again. You can see that, like the other tables, we have it separated by race, controlled by race. We only have 3 race categories here, though, so we can focus probably on the Latino and non-Latino Asian. Get rid of the non-Latino other, and we're again left with our 2 graphs. Did someone have a question? It sounded like someone beeped in. Okay. All right. So if you are looking to fill in those tables in exercise 2, this is these are actually the 2 tables that go to fill that in right here. The